I call to order this regular meeting of the Monument Town Council, Tuesday, January 20th. Please rise for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Ms. Erickson, will you take roll?
Mayor LaKind,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem King,
Here.
Councilmember Smith,
Here.
Councilmember Fiorito,
Present.
Councilmember Chronic,
Here.
Councilmember Kimball,
Here.
Councilmember Abbott. Thank you.
All right. Any disclosures of conflicts of interest? Anybody on the council? Okay. Before us, we have an agenda and a consent agenda. Any modifications to the agenda? If not, I'll look for a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda and agenda as presented.
Second.
A motion and a second. Oh, I'm not seeing the results. I did. Okay, I'll take your word that that passed 7-0. First up, recognition of Employee of the Year, Ms. Vandenhoek.
Good evening, Council. As we presented at our last meeting, the town recognizes 2 of our employees for Employee of the Year. These employees are nominated by their coworkers, and as you know, we picked Miss Connie Drager as our first Employee of the Year, and tonight I'm here to introduce our second Employee of the Year. So our second Employee of the Year is Corporal Rachel Ho from our Monument Police Department. You're all welcome to come in. I feel like they're very afraid. You can come stand up. I have to do it, you have to do it. Come on. So Corporal Ho has worked for us for almost 7 years. She's described as being an exceptional leader, professional, and committed to service throughout her entire years of service here. She provides oversight, training, mentoring as the field training officer, the lead taser instructor, and instructor for new hires. She consistently steps up to meet the needs of the department and remains positive and supportive in her attitude. Over the past 6 months, she has served as an acting sergeant for the Blue Side day shift and assumed full responsibilities during a prolonged staffing shortage, providing stability and accountability and operational readiness for her squad. Her decisive leadership was instrumental in a life-saving incident this year. Her sound judgment and courage ensured timely emergency care despite jurisdictional challenges. Corporal Ho's dedication to her team, the Monument Police Department, and the town reflects the highest standards of the profession and makes her highly deserving of Employee of the Year. So please join me in congratulating her. Thank you. Don't jump. No.
Speech, any words?
Oh, you were serious. Do I have? I do.
Thank all the little people.
Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. You guys make it easy to work for a town like this when you guys care about your police officers. So it's easy to go out there and support the community when you guys support us. So thank you. Right? Yeah.
All right, moving right along, we will go to Resolution 05, 2026, a resolution for the town to buy more vehicles. Chief Regan. Nope.
Before I ask to spend 220,000, I'd like to say you all look really nice tonight. Thank you all for being here. No, just obviously this is going to be a yearly thing, but cars are expensive, so I have to come to you and ask to spend the money that you've already approved to spend on cars. Just a little background. Typically, we go with Chevy Tahoes. Unfortunately, the last couple of years have not been great. In fact, one of the cars we're replacing, hopefully, is a 2021, and we really shouldn't have to do that. So, as you remember, we also had to send people up to Fort Collins to have our cars upfitted. Luckily, Ford has a third-party vendor that does it here in town. In fact, they'll deliver it right to the station when they're done with it. So we're looking at the Ford Explorer platform this year and then a Ford Escape. That'll be more like a PSA admin vehicle. It'll help us get rid of a 2011 Tahoe that we have and a 2013 Taurus. Taurus. For all-wheel drive Taurus.
SHO?
No, not the SHO. No, that was our PSA vehicle that we've used. But do you have any questions about the purchase for me? I would, like that 2011 is doing really well. So it's a model year thing. So it was a model year issue, and then of course the warranty is up and now you're stuck with it. But we had 3 2021 cars and they're all done. Yeah. But there is significant wear and tear too, just with the amount of weight of all the stuff in it.
Those go to auction?
If we're lucky, yeah.
Right. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, which one's the chief's car?
Still the Traverse.
If he keeps all the stickers on it, I might take one of them.
What?
And the light bar.
Oh, you want to keep it? It's the spotlight that gives you away, honestly.
Spotlight, right?
Okay, then look for a motion on Resolution 05, 2026.
I move that we approve resolution number 05, 2026, a resolution for the town council to approve the purchase of 2 2026 Ford Explorer sport utility vehicles and 1 2025 Ford Escape SUV for the Monument Police Department.
Motion and a second. Ms. Erickson. Motion passes 7-0. What's the ETA on delivery?
So they have to wait till today to even order it. So it'll be just a couple months out, but it'll still be quicker than what we were looking at with our previous third parties. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and then the final resolution for tonight is 06, 2026, a resolution adopting the Town of Monuments 2026 30-mile plan. 3-mile plan,
Or 30 mile.
or 30-mile. 8-mile? 8-mile.
12. I thought it was 12.
We'll split the difference, 15.
Mr. Unglider. You're the one who ordered my drink. I have no idea.
What?
We all got these weird candy from the Madeline Vanderhook in appreciation. I wasn't sure. We weren't supposed to take the candy, no?
Well, good evening. It's a 3-mile plan. Thank you very much.
Well, it's sort of a three.
Correct. I ask that you approve it. So tonight I'm presenting a resolution adopting the 3-mile plan for the town. Already having difficulty. There we go. Okay, so the state legislator made some changes to our annexation law in 1987. That limits municipality annexations to no more than 3 miles beyond its current boundaries. They also require that every community maintains a 3-mile plan for annexation, to ensure that infrastructure and other services can be provided within that 3-mile area. The plan is similar to the comprehensive plan, and it actually will serve as a component of the comprehensive plan. And typically I would have waited till we came to you with Monument 2040 and we would have bundled this together. What I can tell you is I will be coming back later based on the comprehensive plan with a new version of this map. But because we have to do this annually, I'm bringing this to you tonight just to show you how we've updated it per your actions last in 2025. And then we will start doing this on an annual basis every January. When I bring the zoning map, I'll also be bringing the 3-mile map. So this image here is our current 3-mile map. It was prepared originally in 2017. It's been updated several times. This version was last updated in June of 2023. It typically shows what's been annexed during that previous year, shows a record, and it shows certain properties that are going to be considered or could be considered for annexation during the next year or future years. The new one is a Connie special. She's done a great job putting this together. It recognizes Old Denver Road being annexed by the community by ordinance number 11, 2025. It recognizes the potential Bucky's property in Palmer Lake. That's important because that affects your decision-making and planning process. So we wanted to make sure that it was included on this map. It also recognizes the 3-mile limits of our bordering municipalities. So you'll see in the inset map there, it shows not only our 3-mile buffer area, but it also shows the city of Colorado Springs, 3-mile and Palmer Lakes. And that's on purpose. So that way we know that as we're talking about future annexations or comprehensive planning discussions, we're inviting those 2 municipalities to the table. So we, rather than fighting over things, we can work to make the best decisions for each municipality. So next steps is once you approve this tonight, again, we will share this map with El Paso County to make it the official map for the town. It'll be posted on the Planning Department's maps website webpage. And we'll continue to study this throughout the Monument 2040 comprehensive plan update and make recommended changes for that later this year. And then, as I mentioned before, you'll be asked to approve this 3-mile plan along with the official zoning map in January. And so tonight I'm requesting that you approve this by resolution number 6, 2026, adopting the Monument 26 3-mile plan. And I'm available if there's any questions. Otherwise, that is my presentation for the evening.
So I have a couple questions.
Yes, sir.
So if that Bucky's property does not get annexed, that becomes an official part of the 3-mile plan?
Oh, it already is. It's part of the 3-mile plan, but we're just identifying that it's going through a public process with Palmer Lake. You'll see at our next meeting on February 20th. And Bob, I see that you're on here, so correct me if I missed something. But we're going to be coming back to you with the application for Beacon Lite Rd, and you'll see the boundaries for that annexation go up to that property, but do not extend past the Palmer Lake annexation, and that's on purpose. We want to make sure that we don't create a conflict with our neighbors by trying to annex around or into their property while they're going through that public process. We show it on this map so that, again, as you're making decisions, you're aware, and we're showing that the county and our residents that we're aware that there's a potential annexation going on within our 3-mile boundary. But it doesn't change. I don't think it changes anything in how you might act in a future date, whether Bucky's goes or doesn't go.
Okay, and then since we do have a Beacon Lite annexation plan here, is there any reason to not incorporate Wakanda and Colorado Estates into this plan?
So if I understand correctly, you're looking at potentially talking about the annexation to the west of Beacon Light in those neighborhoods. I would say that the only reason I wouldn't address that today is because we're going to be talking about that throughout the Monument 2040 process, and that absolutely could be a recommendation from the Monument 2040 Comprehensive Plan update, and then we would come back to you with a revised map that would show that.
Okay, the only reason I'm bringing it up is just because they're going to get mailed letters asking them if they want to join the flagpole.
I would say that they or anybody can participate in the conversations that we're having with Monument 2040 and potentially have a good influence on what this map looks like in the future.
Okay. And then the last question is, we have a couple of enclaves in here. Are we looking at those at all?
We are on the staff level, and again, we'll be bringing that up during the Monument 2040 case, if that's something that could be added to the map. I don't believe that precludes us, the town, from considering an annexation of those properties if they come and request it of us. But I would probably hold off making any of those changes till we have a full conversation through the comprehensive plan process.
Okay. That's it.
Any
Thank
other
you.
questions? All right, well, we do this every year. And this one's only slightly different because of the 2040 comp plan. But do I hear a motion to adopt this, to approve?
Motion. I make a motion to adopt resolution number 06-2026, a resolution adopting the Town of Monuments 2026 3-mile plan.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Ms. Erickson. That motion passes 7-0. Thank you. I know you were sweating that one, both you and the chief. All right, next up, we have a discussion item, draft legislation modifying the board of directors of the Fountain Creek Watershed District. You should all have received an email with legislation that was put together in draft form to present to the state legislature at some point, hopefully this year, but maybe not until next year. In regards to monuments' role in the Senate bill that was originally drafted that formed the Fountain Creek Watershed District. I hope you've all had a chance to read it. It's not too far off from the original. It's just changing monument to be its own voting member that gets to assign its own representative to the district. As you may be aware, we still have not heard back from our county representatives from our 2 letters asking them to reconsider their position on the appointment of Councilmember Smith. I guess I should not be surprised that we've not heard anything from them, because that's what good cooperating governments do, is ignore the other ones. But in the meantime, the attorney for the Fountain Creek Watershed District has provided that draft legislation based off what I provided him. He's done some modifications. And if everybody is good with it, I will be reporting back to him that we are good with the language as it was provided to us. And I don't know when it will go before But I do intend to work with our state rep to get it presented this year, even if it's a late bill. There's no, money outlay to do this. And so to me, right now, they're going without a representative on the Fountain Creek Watershed District from the small municipalities in a permanent role. They have an alternate that was identified even while Councilmember Romanello was on it. So if everybody's good with that, you want to just give me a nod.
Who gets to decide this ultimately?
State legislature.
So if this goes through the state and passes at the state level, there's nothing that can be done to prevent this at the El Paso County level?
It's a state law. It's a Senate bill that was passed along with all their bylaws, and I don't believe that any one particular governing body could prevent it from happening.
Does our local state rep, is he the only one that can run this through?
No, we can pick any state rep to run it through.
Okay.
Anybody who wants to carry it. I
Right.
mean, if you think about it, the 4 municipalities may have, if we go back and look at the Senate bill and the year that it was passed, which was 09, we could look back to see if Monument voted to be a part of it. I don't know if they did or not, but certainly the state preempted whatever the vote was and included us in there. And so what the change is to remove us and allow us to have our own say as to who represents us.
So I was curious because it mentioned small towns. So I looked up the populations. Green Mountain Falls is 646. Palmer Lake is 2,600, 2,636. Manitou Springs is 4,800. And Monument is about 11,000 to 12,000 as of the 2020 census. So that's 5 years late. And then Fountain is about 30,000. So I think we're past the small town designation.
Well, and Fountain's been in it for a while, so.
Yeah. So I just, props to the, for including small towns, but to the mayor's point, I think we're past that.
Yes,
And I think we're due our own representation. So
especially being the headwaters.
yes.
Yeah, and the last I checked, as a representative form of government that we all are, all the bodies, the people of the four small towns are not being represented by people they vote for. So we don't vote for the members that sit on the Colorado Springs City Council, and yet they get to pick who represents the small towns.
Right.
As far as the county commissioners go, we only get to vote for those in our district. The other 4, we don't get to vote for. So we're not being represented properly. In fact, none of the small municipalities are being represented properly because other elected bodies are doing the work, telling us who we get to have represent us. And that's not how this should work.
And not only to mention, because this has come up several times in the past, that, we're the last stop before USAFA. And we have to figure out ways to contain El Paso County's stormwater runoff that they don't contain. So this is a disservice to USAFA by not having us represented on that board.
Agree. So I will go with this information back to the attorney for Fountain Creek Watershed and their new chair that they elected, which is our representative, Commissioner Wysong, and express our desire to go forward with this modification to the legislation.
Do we have any feel for timing?
They just started and they've already dropped 100 bills. So got to find someone who wants to take up the mantle. I know they've got some other things on their agenda that they would like to see changed within the Fountain Creek Watershed District, but if it's inclusive of money, good luck with that. So ours doesn't cost anything.
Thank you.
And we have a meeting, tomorrow, right?
With
Legislative Committee,
Thursday.
Thursday. So we should bring this up even there and see if Will has any help in getting us, push this through.
Okay. That's all I had as far as that on the agenda goes. We'll move on to public comments. Individuals attending in person may raise their hand to indicate their desire to comment. Individuals attending via Teams may raise their hand digitally to comment via connected devices. Please lower your hand when finished with your comments. Comments are limited to 3 minutes. Is there anybody here in town hall that would like to make a public comment? Will, is there anybody online?
No, Mayor.
All right, we will close the public comment. Future agenda items, presentation from the Pikes Peak Building Department.
Yeah, so I actually have two items. One of them I didn't make it onto the agenda. The first one is the Pikes Peak Regional Building Department would like to come and give their presentation to you like they've done in the past. I believe we're looking at the 2nd of February, February 2nd for that presentation. Just wanted to be sure that was okay with you. And then the second one is the Tri-Lakes Chamber of Commerce would like to come and give a presentation to you on March 2nd. Okay. And that's all I have for future authorization items.
Okay. Now manager report.
So just a few highlights from the town manager's report from December. I do want to thank council and staff's work all last year for putting together the town's first strategic plan that will help guide our direction over the next 3 years. So appreciate everybody working together on that. That's a pretty successful win for us.
And it's on the back wall.
And we do have our objectives on and the priorities on the back wall. So if you're interested in refreshing your memory on any of those, it's also on our website as well. So, and we'll be reporting out on progress twice a year on where we're at with those progress on all of those objectives. In December, also the town council and staff worked really hard to make sure that we adopted a balanced 2026 budget. And I appreciate everybody's hard work on getting that done. It was a little bit harder this year. So thank you for your work on that. Members of our town council, Mayor LaKind and Council Member Kimple participated in the Wreaths Across America event. And our parks and staff and Portia Herman also helped support that event in December in our Monument Cemetery. We also had members of council that attended some ribbon cuttings for some new businesses in Monument, that being Cookie Jar in downtown and Glow Tanning over in Jackson Creek. And then we had several members attend the Business After Hours and Holiday event at Community Banks with the Chamber of Commerce Business After Hours. We made some significant progress on our energy savings project. You'll notice there are solar panels being installed on Town Hall and at 259. And I really appreciate the work that Robert Grimaldo and Andrew Archuleta have worked with our contractor on this project. We are working on implementing our records management system, and Kat is really leading her team on and all of the departments on making sure that we're implementing that and scanning paper and really making sure that we're properly adhering to records management. And Connie Drager and Steve Murray worked really hard on our asset management software Cartograph, getting that up to where they could pass that off to Public Works Department now for some data collection. And a huge thanks to our park staff for the town holiday decorations, and also to Portia and the parks team who worked on another successful and well-attended tree lighting event in Limbach Park also in December. So those are just a few highlights from the report, but I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have too.
Comments, questions about the last report for 25?
I love reading that. So thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice job.
Thank you.
Senna? Oh, okay. I'm just, Yep, giving you a hard time because you're embedded in the report. I know. I know. All right, thank you. Council comments. Anything from the peanut gallery up here?
Yes, one thing. I talked about this, I talked with this to Madeline, but I'm gonna have to relinquish my loop task. Daytime meetings are just not working for me, especially working in person in building one. When I was working from home, it wasn't an issue, but it's it's not doable. If and when I switch contracts to work from home, then I'll probably not probably I'll look to take it back. But right now, it's just.
All right, so we'll let members of the council fight it out. Who's going to take your spot?
Yeah.
There's plenty of room right down in front. For
Ready.
fisticuffs. Thank you for letting us know. Has anybody stepped up? I think there were some emails that.
No, there wasn't actually any emails about this. They were specifically talking about who attended the last loop meeting.
Oh, okay.
But this was something that Councilmember Fiorito and I talked about just last week, so.
I'm happy to do it.
Me too.
We're gonna have a fight.
So whose name should we put down as the official?
I'm not getting involved in it, so I'll let you all battle that out.
I mean, council members are welcome to attend the meeting. We just need an official name as the representative for the list.
So if there's multiple people, just draw a name out of the hat unless they can decide amongst themselves.
Okay.
Anything, Mr. Kimple? Steve?
Nope.
Senna?
I had a question. I don't know if this is a question for Dan. They're doing a lot of construction on Old Denver. Thank you. He's not paying attention.
Yes, Old Denver.
Do you know what that flashing blue light is in the field? There's like 2 of them now. What is that for and
Land
why?
UFOs, right?
I believe I believe it's they're security cameras. They've got a lot of materials out there and they're just keeping a close eye on it.
That's
Make
for-
sure none of it walks away. Yeah.
Someone trying to steal the dinosaurs?
Thank you.
Yeah, they also have one at on the King Soopers parking lot. I noticed it.
That's right. Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
So
Mr. Smith?
Just wanted, it was in the town manager's monthly report, but we did have Kathy Green and Danny Hours kind of retire, if you will, from the planning commission at the end of December. And just wanted to publicly thank them for their service to the town and the great work that they did. They're both 2 really good, very important positions on the planning commission that are gone now. That being said, put the call out to volunteers to come serve the community and help on the planning commission. One of my favorite things to do.
Councilmember Chronic?
Nada.
All right, so I've got just one, for those of us that attended the joint session between the planning commission and town council, we did thank them.
Yes.
But thank you for thanking them again. It was a little bittersweet to say goodbye to them because of all the longevity and their working for the town. It was a pretty productive meeting as well. Also, we do have a guest visitor with us today. Would someone like to acknowledge the young man who's sitting back there? And
you thought you could sneak by, but no.
Yeah. Good evening. Tonight's guest is Gavin Heptag from Thunder Ridge High School, senior at Thunder Ridge in Islands Ranch. And he's working on his senior design project, which he wants to be an engineer. He doesn't want to be a smart civil engineer like some of us. But we talked about things that he could do for his senior project, and I suggested let's go to a monument council meeting. And he said, well, that works great because I can also take care of my civic class requirement.
Well,
So,
this is probably the easiest, quickest night you ever. There's plenty of midnight meetings that go on here too, so you lucked out.
Attend frequently.
Yes.
so thank you for having Gavin.
Of course. All right, seeing I don't have anything else to add, I will look for a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Sure.
All in favor?
Aye.